What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Harrison, and today we are talking about the really kind of crappy job that Nintendo and the Pokemon Company have done with the marketing for Pokemon Legends Arceus. Happy Friday, by the way. There's nothing like cracking your first beer on a Friday after you worked a long week. So, happy Friday, everybody. So yeah, let's get into it. So we're talking about the marketing campaign that Pokemon Arceus has had for ever since they announced it. Gosh, almost a year ago. Which it looked super promising back then. My brother, my fellow co-host of our podcast, Gaming with the Bros Cast. So if you haven't checked it out, please give it a listen. We talk about stuff like this all the time. But he tweeted out, "Why did Pokemon Arceus trailers suck so much? They showed nothing interesting until very recently, and it took me looking at leaks to get excited about the game. Kind of hyped now. Holy shit! Did they leak it to themselves?" And that got me kind of curious, and just the reason why I kind of wanted to make this video because it's very interesting. Now, obviously, Pokemon, regardless if it's a kind of a mediocre game, it's going to sell like hotcakes. It's one of the most, you know, strongest brands in the world. It's one of the most popular franchises in gaming and beyond. So to think that, this is a make or break for Pokemon Arceus is, it's not happening. This game is going to sell like crazy. It'll probably end up being the best selling Pokemon game on the Switch, within a year or two. But that being said, I, for one, am a I like Pokemon a lot. I've played majority of the games. However, when I started to get into like Sun and Moon, I really just kind of fell off the franchise. I got very tired of that same basic formula. Now they switched it up by adding like the Z moves and the Mega Evolutions, all that stuff. But they were just kind of gimmicky, and the same core gameplay and story and what you did was all exactly the same over all the games, with minor variations, of course. Um, bought Sword and Shield or Sword, played through that. I don't even know if I've actually finished it. I just did not. It was a good Pokemon game, but the Pokemon Company hasn't done, or not Pokemon Company, not Pokemon Company, Game Freak. Good thing for editing and looking stuff up because I totally blanked on the name of the creators of the Pokemon games. So I should have known that off the top of my head. But powerfulness of I've been very uninterested in Pokemon for a while. I did end up picking. My brother and I picked up Pearl and Diamond, respectfully, and over the Thanksgiving holiday as like our kind of a Thanksgiving game, and we both put a couple of hours into it and immediately fell off. I think we kind of got sucked into the hype of Pokemon in general, as we kind of always do with Pokemon. But this Arceus has been so different. I mean, they dropped that initial trailer, I think back in like February of 2021, and it looked like a Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, not a clone, but they were heavily inspired by it, and that looked really awesome. That they were doing something completely different with Pokemon that we haven't seen before, and the little trailers that they've shown along the way just haven't done it for me. I mean, the game looks fine. It looks like a pretty decent looking game for a Switch. It doesn't look as good as Breath of the Wild. Almost 5-year-old game, but what can you do? Um, but it looked promising, and just all the trailers we've gotten up to this point really started to damper my hype for the game. Which, again, I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan in the world nowadays, and I know an avid Pokemon player is probably loving every minute of it. But the most recent trailer that they played, they showed off some of the game mechanics and the kind of the boss fights of the Pokemon that you can do, and really what the game's about. It's starting to look what I want it to kind of be out of a new Pokemon experience. And then the leaks happened, and all of a sudden this game is super appealing to me, and I just don't understand, with Pokemon being one of the best selling franchises of all time on any Nintendo product. They did not have a better marketing. Now you can argue that it's Pokemon and it doesn't need marketing. You can just show a couple of trailers and it's going to sell because it is. But and I mentioned at the top of the video that it wasn't necessarily make or break, but I think it's make or break for the older generation that's kind of falling off like myself. I've fallen off Pokemon over the last, I don't know, 7 or 8 years, kind of slowly. My hype level's dying. So this was the game that I was hoping can get me back in, and I'm hoping that it can. Um, because it looks great. The leaks look so interesting. It looks awesome. Uh, that just sucks that we have to rely on leaks to make you hype for a game when the marketing should have done that. And again, it's Pokemon; it's going to sell regardless. But I just think that's kind of interesting, and I want to know everyone's thoughts that aren't they're kind of on the same page as I am as far as the hype level goes. Have you been excited the entire time, or have you been kind of, hopefully optimistic, or are you kind of on the fence? Like, I really want to know. Please let me know in the comments below what you guys think, because I'm very curious. I am still waiting on reviews, and if this game, if it's anywhere over between like a 6 and 7, I'm probably not going to pick it up. I really want this game to be fantastic, and I really hope the reviews take a lot of the criticism of especially Sword and Shield of is just following the same mundane patterns over and over again, and I really hope they review it correctly, base it off the old stuff, and they judge it on what they have innovated, because I think Game Freak has gotten away with keeping it the same for so long, and they haven't really needed to change because they sell so well and people love them. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys like this style of video, please give it a like. That really helps the old YouTube algorithm, and consider subscribing to the channel. I've been posting a lot of Halo clips and kind of podcast clips, to the channel, which is really actually boosted my views. So I'm going to start posting more of these style videos and all that good stuff. So I appreciate everyone that has stuck around this long, and I will see you all in the next video.